So let's see. Question 8. What were your favorite shows back in the day of Crossover's explosion? Let's see. I'm trying to think of the shows that I saw. You know, saw Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax. I liked the album. I liked the early Anthrax albums, like Among the Living, and their first what's the first album? Like I forget. That one's really good. The other singer. It's kind of a sad story. It was supposed to be Subvert, Destruction, and the Kromaggs. The show happened, but Subvert didn't get to play because John's girlfriend passed away that day, and Eric ended up in jail for, I think he stole cigarettes or something. I don't know. But I know it's not funny. It happened, so we didn't get to play, and yeah, that was a sad day. I remember, like, couldn't believe it. I mean, I love Destruction and the Kromaggs. You know, I mean, the Kromaggs, their first album is killer. There's great songs on there. You know, and they're kind of considered a crossover band, so you know that's like an obvious crossover punk metal band. But they were also like a big skinhead draw, you know. In fact, I would think of them more as a skinhead draw than a metalhead draw. But they drew everybody, and they were just all around. I still like that album, Kromaggs album. Okay, yeah, other shows. Well, Holy Terror, for sure. You know, getting to see Holy Terror. I was actually in a band with Kurt, who was in Holy Terror. I was in a band called the Load Levelers, but we weren't metal. We were punk, like bluegrass punk, actually, kind of what you wouldn't expect from guitarist of Holy Terror. But yeah, I mean, Holy Terror and DRI played, you know, Beyond Possession kind of fit into that. I never liked Overkill, you know, they played a couple of shows. I don't know, Overkill just always bothered me for some reason. Oh, what's that band from? Some of those bands from the Bay Area. Testament. I liked Testament for a while, you know. You know, again, like, some of those bigger crossover metal bands, you know, they really try to appeal to a certain crowd, and like I was saying, you know, they were skilled players, and they were, you know, so anyway, but there's some good stuff there for sure. There were some good albums, and you know, and what? Okay, any stories to share about fans, scenes, regions from the crossover era? Well, the scenes around Washington, so there was Olympia, Tacoma, Seattle, Bremerton, and then, you know, like some surrounding areas like Puyallup, and you know, the scene, it took a while to grow, you know. I mean, literally by the late 80s, it was starting to get a little bit bigger, but in the early 80s, there really wasn't that many bands. There was actually I'm going to be getting a demo tape of theirs. I used to have it years ago, but a band called Blind Ambition. And the guitarist, Steve, is blind. And they were like early Iron Maiden. And they were like probably 1982 or something. And they recorded some stuff back then that is, I can't wait to hear it again. I mean, it's been a while since I had a recording of it, but so good, man. Good stuff. Kind of like Metal Church or something. Metal Church meets early Maiden. Stories. Okay, so I'll have to think about that some more. Okay, so I'll end this, and I'm going to think about question 9 some more. So this is kind of question 8 and question 9 I just answered, but I'm going to have to